Straight drop. Fires over the middle. Caught. J.J.
Justin Jefferson skies in the air and makes the catch.
Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! And J.J. is killing them again.
Now, Justin Jefferson made some headlines and raised a few eyebrows earlier this year when he said that he wanted to eclipse the 2,000-yard receiving mark. Well, how's he doing thus far? At his current pace, he's only going to fall about 143 yards short. But let's take a look at the film and find out how Justin Jefferson has gotten to where he is now and what needs to happen for him to get to that magic 2,000. All right, when we take a look at the film, I think a few things stand out. Number one is not just Justin Jefferson and how explosive of a receiver he is, but just how well everyone around him is playing. And on this first play, and you'll see Jefferson down here at the bottom of your screen in the slot, comes inside the nickelback and then works toward the middle of the field. Now, the great part about it is that once he makes that break, he's really not open. He has two safeties sitting right on either side of him, but he continues that route, breaks it off, if you will, toward the sideline, and Kirk Cousins is able to drop that football right where he's going. Now, we got to take a look at the end zone because that is so important. First of all, as soon as Cousins fakes this handoff, look at the middle of the field. Ezra Cleveland one-on-one on the left side. You've got the center and the right guard on the right. Look at the middle of this field and how wide open it is for Kirk Cousins to step up. You're going to see Justin Jefferson check out of that backfield. He is covered right between those two safeties. Cousins just sees that huge area to the right, throws this thing, throws the receiver open. I think that's the key. It's just an amazing play. And oh, by the way, he catches it in stride. All right, another example of Justin against the Green Bay Packers. I just love it when he does this against the Packers, but you see him on the bottom of your screen. Just flexed in, tight, right? Inside the numbers. The space between he and Irv is not very far. Again, helps JJ either attack the flat or get across the field. And in this case, Cousins faking the handoff. Jefferson getting up the field, gets in behind that linebacker. But when you see the space between he and the corner, it's about 6 yards. You can't give Jefferson that much room. He breaks across the middle of the field, and oh, by the way, runs himself right behind Adam Thielen, who's streaking up the field. There's the big hole, and when Jefferson catches this, there's not a Packer within 10 yards. So a beautiful route design. Great job by Cousins delivering, again, the ball to JJ while he's on the move. All right, this play is a little bit different. You'll see Cousins, empty formation. Justin Jefferson, again, at the top of your screen. What's different about it is that the Packers choose to blitz. And the protection, again, just absolutely outstanding. But you see Jefferson at the top of your screen. He gets off the ball. No one touches him. But see KJ Osborne, again, down the middle of the field, forcing this safety to not only squeeze down on Jefferson crossing the field, but also fighting through traffic. And by the time Jefferson gets to the numbers, he is wide open. But the great point about this one is when we look at the end zone. You'll see 51 step in the screen a little bit late. He's rushing up the middle. Great job by the guards, by the tackles. Cousins is clean. That's a 5-man rush. Cousins is able to step up and throw this thing right where JJ is going. Again, throwing him open. Now, a little bit of a twist this time. Jefferson motioning over to the bottom of your screen. This is against New Orleans Saints when he'd been jammed a little bit, right? So you get him to move around. It makes it a lot harder for corners to roll up and jam a guy when he's shifting or when he's motioning or when he's moving. But if you watch JJ at the bottom of your screen, he works his way up the field. And as he's going across, he sees the linebacker dropping. He's just going to work himself off the bottom of that linebacker. And when JJ catches this thing, again, not a guy within 10 yards. But also, great protection on the front end. Nice job by this offensive line, keeping Cousins clean, allowing him to step up. Now, this one's a little bit different. And you'll notice, as this defense gets to the line of scrimmage, they got a lot of guys around the ball, right? They got a lot of guys threatening blitz. But if you watch Justin Jefferson at the top of your screen, he has Marshawn Lattimore rolled up on him. But at the snap of the ball, Lattimore doesn't do anything to slow down JJ. But the most incredible part of this is just exactly when Cousins throws his football. When that thing leaves his hand, Jefferson is about 7 yards downfield, puts that thing right where Jefferson's going to go. He catches it in stride right over Lattimore, Just a beautiful blitz beating route. Again, Cousins throwing him open. And when you see the protection in the end zone, you're even going to be happier because look who's in the backfield. Number 4, Dalvin Cook. And they run this little stunt. They bring the 3 technique up, loop out in defensive end, send someone off the edge. Dalvin Cook sees what's going on. He steps up, delivers a blow to the end coming underneath, which buys Cousins just enough time to get that football off. Now against the Chicago Bears, they came in wanting to play a lot of single high safety, meaning 8 guys in the box playing zone behind it. Not a good idea against Justin Jefferson. You're going to see exactly why. You're watching this film, KJ Osborne all the way at the top of your screen, Justin Jefferson in the slot. So you watch KJ Osborne at the top. He's just going to run a very short 3, 4, or 5 yard route, hook up, gets that corner to squat. And oh, by the way, that safety's sitting in the middle of the field. That just gives too much area toward the sidelines for Justin Jefferson to roam. Again, Cousins throwing that football right on stride. A huge play late in the game against the Chicago Bears. Now against the Miami Dolphins, we're going to look at the end zone view in this one because it's so important. You see C.J. Ham in the backfield, Dalvin Cook. You have a tight end. And count the Miami defenders. There are 8 guys in the box. Miami is stopping the run. But watch C.J. Ham after this ball snapped. And he gets himself to the outside where the defensive end, outside linebacker, is free. Cousins is able to step up in that pocket, deliver a bullet right on stride to Justin Jefferson. Now this is later on in the Miami Dolphin game, and you're going to see the aggressiveness. The Dolphins wanted to get after Kirk Cousins, and if you try to do that, you better get there. This is man-to-man coverage. Keep an eye on those 2 linebackers on the middle of your screen. But at the bottom, you have Irv Smith, KJ Osborne, and Justin Jefferson. But watch the route. You're going to see, intentionally, Irv Smith running a shallow cross to pull out that nickel back underneath. But watch KJ Osborne. As he goes vertically up the field, he's going to actually just block Xavier Howard enough where JJ, nobody near him, it's man-to-man, not a lot of eyes on the receiver. This allows JJ to get up the field and almost get into the end zone. And the crazy part, KJ Osborne did such a good job, he was wide open as well. So Kirk Cousins had 2 options on that play. And finally, again against the Miami Dolphins, watch JJ. JJ is on the inside part of a 3-receiver set. At the snap, you're going to see Adam Thielen just kind of step up and slow himself down. And right when he does that, JJ takes that quick step outside, runs that wheel route to the outside, getting away from the guy he's trying to cover. The only guy able to make a play on this is the free safety, and unfortunately he does, but look how far down the field it is before he's able to get there. So a great job of everyone around him running the exact routes. So will JJ get to 2,000? Remains to be seen. But he is going to need help. Offensive line protection, giving Cousins enough time where he can step up and actually throw him open. Also, he needs help from his other wide receivers. These guys are running routes, combo routes, making sure that they take advantage to whatever coverage they see. So it's going to be a team effort. And if JJ does get to 2,000, an award should be given to everybody on that offense.